This is Real Estate from an Attorney's Perspective. I'm Bill Mason from Mason & Mason, and today we're discussing Delaware Statutory Trusts, also known as a DST. A Delaware Statutory Trust is a legal entity that allows investors to pool their resources to invest in real estate. These have become increasingly popular as a way for investors to take advantage of the benefits of owning real estate without the headache of managing properties themselves. A DST investment can also provide investors the potential to diversify into several properties and hold fractional interest in larger real estate deals they cannot individually purchase on their own. One of the biggest benefits of investing in a DST is you can satisfy the requirements of a 1031 exchange without the need to purchase or manage a new property. So this is like a real big driving factor on why people do this. And we even sometimes have people that intend to buy a new property, but when they do their identification on a 1031, they'll list a DST just to have a backup. Okay, so it's a good thing to think about. Before investing in a DST, consider the following. DSTs are managed by a trustee who is responsible for overseeing the day-to-day operations of the trust. Investors are not involved in the management decisions of the trust. So if you're the kind of person that needs to be hands-on, this is not for you, okay? DSTs are also illiquid investments, and investors should plan that they have to hold the investment to the end of the term, okay? Additionally, you can't inject additional capital into an existing DST nor raise additional financing once the offering is closed. So if there's needed repairs or there's vacancies or whatever that you need to deal with to cover the debts or the expense of the DST, it has to come from the reserves, okay? So this could impact the return on investment, and it really gives the DST a limited amount of options on how they can maneuver, right? The trustee can renegotiate the terms of existing loans, but only if it's as a result of a loan default because of a bankruptcy or an insolvency of a tenant, okay? So a lot of the times you see these DSTs structured with like a triple net lease asset, a long-term lease, and it's with a credit rate tenant to avoid these types of problems. And when you see these with apartment buildings, office buildings, multi-tenant shopping centers, you see also a master lease structure involved with it so that they can circumvent this requirement if they have to do any negotiations, all right? So just like any other investment, though, you have to really understand what you're getting, what the assets are you're investing in, what the fees are associated with the DST, are there disposition fees, or what are the management fees, what's the sponsor charging? So you can really make a good evaluation of, if this is the right investment for you. Additionally, that this type of investment is considered a security under the Security and Exchange Commission's control and regulations. So you have to be an accredited investor or qualified purchaser to invest in a DST. So these are not for everyone, especially not for somebody that wants to control the day-to-day operations and make, a lot of the decisions with the in and out of purchasing the real estate. For the person, though, that wants to maybe 1031 out of an actively managed property, put it into an investment where it's truly hands-off and passive and satisfy a 1031 requirement, this might be a good alternative. As long as you do your research into what you're buying and understand it, they've become pretty popular over the last couple of years. We see them with more frequency than we ever did. If I can ever help anyone out with it, I'm available. My name's Bill Mason from Mason & Mason. This is Real Estate from an Attorney's Perspective. I appreciate you watching. Please like and share.